Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Autocraft. It's been a little while. My last upload was around Christmas time, and it's February. But I'm actually recording this intro after I've filmed the whole episode, because I filmed an intro, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of sounded creepy. So I'm deciding to re-record this. Although in today's episode, the main goal is to be moving into the mega base, including making a massive storage system for us to hold everything for the rest of the season. But of course, in order to do that, we need to upgrade the base a little bit. So let's time-lapse it. Alright, another expansion done. This time we're going down. And I have also added on some string onto the roofs of the build here. I didn't actually have enough, but this was actually one full shulker box from Alpin, and I might have given her an IOU for that, because we currently only have 4 diamonds, and well, I now have access to her spider farm. But if we go ahead and come inside here, we do also now have this big room that we have to detail somehow, as well as this hole that goes all the way down to Y180, so it's about a 70 block hole. And then if you come down, we're gonna have 4 halls to go out and do something. And we will be coming back later on in this episode to go ahead and fill in one of those. But first, I wanna go ahead and dismantle our portal and actually move it down into one of those halls. All right, so I'm thinking right here should be good. So let's just go ahead and dig this out, and we're just gonna put the portal right here. Oh yeah, and there's also like a big cave underneath this whole thing, so we gotta be a bit careful about that one too. All right, let's just go ahead and light the portal, and now this will be the way that we're gonna be getting into the base. Now we just gotta really quickly make sure that this lines up, in which it does. So yeah, now we have a brand new way to get into the base, and then we will probably be working on this hall right here later on in the episode. But now we need to redirect our attention to another little project that we have to do. All right, so although we have something cool like coming down to here and we have our nice portal, on the other side though, it isn't looking the best because we have Crimson and then another ward here, and then, well, over here is gonna be where the tunnel is gonna come by, which at the moment you could just about see it right down there. So what we gotta do is we gotta make this look a whole lot better and more fitting towards the castle. So the first thing we have to do is rip out this floor and replace it with some glass and some concrete. All right, here we go. This is all we pretty much are going to be needing on the bottom, because now mobs are not going to be able to spawn right here. Now we need to go ahead and take down our little crimson side here, and we can replace this with one layer of blackstone bricks and then just a layer of normal blackstone. Okay, so now that we have the blackstone in here, we have to mirror what we have right here about 2 blocks up. Okay, so here we go. We now have the exact same thing on the top. And now we need to do something to fill in these sides. And of course, we do also need something to give us some lighting as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some terracotta, and then we're going to switch into some stairs, and I'm being attacked. Anyway, we're going to skip over 1 block and then put some more terracotta. Now, in between here, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some trapdoors and some frog lights here, do something like this, hop around to the other side and place in some frog lights. So that way we'll have a look that's kind of like this. Now, I'm just going to replicate this going all the way down and all the way back. And now here we go. We have frog lights behind every single trap door, and now pretty much this path is now done, and it looks pretty cool. I've also placed some buttons up on top, that way we can stop any mobs from spawning. However, this guy, I'm pretty sure I just heard him fall from up there. So coming into Starter Town, there is one big thing that isn't being taken care of right now. And that happens to be this right here. Oh wait, you can't see it, right? I mean this right here. This is our entrance to get up towards the nether portal, but there's nothing actually here. So let's just go ahead and we're gonna do a bit of a transformation here. So the first thing that we're gonna have to do is, oh, sorry about that. Anyway, we have to go ahead and clear this out, which I have already done, as you can see here. Now we can go ahead and make this place look great. And with another time lapse in the books, here we have the brand new area for right outside the starter town portal. So the first thing we have right here is the map board, which just has, you know, the map of Starter Town. And then over here we have a community board where anybody could just put a sign on here if they want to. And then in the surrounding areas, I've added in a whole bunch of trees, including some custom ones like this one and this guy right here. And then I've also done some landscaping throughout over here, which if I had to stand somewhere about right here would be my favorite view of this build. Now let's go ahead and head back over to the base and take on another problem that we have. Okay, so coming back to the base right here, if you see I already have a bit of a schematic in here, and then this right here is going to be our automated storage system. Because, you know, I'm getting really bad chest monsters like everywhere. So the first thing that we're gonna have to do is mine out a big room that looks kind of like this. So now what we need to do is go ahead and get the redstone in here, which is going to be taking up pretty much half this area. But actually, before we do that, we need to get the materials for it. So the problem is, in this chest right here, we're supposed to have redstone, and we are completely out of it. And I've checked every single chest I have, and there is no redstone. I mean, there is a little bit of redstone, but not enough for us to be able to build up this sorter, which means we need to do a bit of a trade deal.
We wanted to do a trade. You wanted to do a trade for redstone.
Yes.
And we decided I was going to give you redstone. You're going to supply me with some black concrete, which is something I'm going to need quite a bit of coming up here pretty quick. So here is the 2.5 stacks of redstone blocks, as promised.
This is great. See ya.
Hey.
Yes?
Crink.
What's up?
Don't. Where's my concrete, Crink?
Oh, my bad. Seems I forgot.
Yeah, it was your bad. Excellent. Thank you.
I might as well.
If you need more, let me know. I'll just AFK at the witch farm and I can get you some more.
This should be good for now.
Cool.
Hopefully.
All right. Thanks, man.
See ya. Okay, so we now have all the materials that we're going to need to build up the storage room, and I have gone ahead and brought everything over here. However, there was something on our house when we went over there. All right, guys, so I'm just trying to clear out my area here, and it seems that this is here. Now, I don't know what it is. Like, it's not named or anything, but it's just here. So let's see what this book has to say. The clay order needs you. Here's just a small taster of what can be available if you join the clay order. In order to become a member of the clay order and receive more goodies, all you need to do is renounce any ties you have to the Mud Society on camera. Seems that we have some terracotta and just some normal clay. So here's the thing. I can just go out and get this stuff myself. I don't need no clay order. So you know what I think of this? I don't have a flint and steel. Good enough. That's right, we're gonna be staying with the Mud Society. I will not give up on them. There's also this right here. There's just a big heart right next to our little build right here. Ah, there's a book. I'm assuming that other people have already looked at this, so I'm just gonna read the book and I'll say what it says. Okay, so it seems that this is just pretty much a Secret Santa, but for Valentine's Day, which I am totally into. So let's go ahead and we'll grab a chocolate and we'll go ahead and sign up for this. Okay, so now let's build up this storage room in the form of a time lapse. Okay, so it's probably looking pretty similar than what it looked like before, but I'm telling you, all these shulker boxes are now gone. These chests are still full because this system actually takes a lot of time in order to, like, get everything in. As you see, it is currently working right now. But this is it. I wasn't able to actually get the build on the replay because unfortunately it did corrupt. But we do now also have some things sorting into its rightful chests. And then I've also put some item frames on the floor along with, well, what item is in the chests. So then I have all my woods back here, and it's honestly, I think it's in a pretty good configuration. But just building this up alone probably took me about 5 days, so I'm kind of done with this project. But I should probably go over how this thing works a little bit. So I come over here, I put shulker boxes into this chest, and then we get the empty shulker boxes out of here. I've also made a little bit of a back door here so we can go in and look at the redstone. And right here is a bit of a shulker unloader, and then the stuff that it's currently sorting is going to be right in this chest right here. And then anything that is an unstackable item will show up right here. And then anything that still needs to be sorted will show up right here, but some of this isn't accurate right now. because the first time when I went to build this, it didn't go right and all the filters kind of broke, especially this one. This one like completely broke and everything was being sorted to this first slot. But it is fixed now, so that's not a worry. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be a daily thing in every episode, but we got to do a shop check because we have two shops now. We got Concrete and we got the Beacon shop. So let's go ahead and check him out. We got no sales. That's okay. Yeah, I just, have 0 diamonds to my name, but it's fine. We don't need diamonds. We can work for everything ourselves. All right, we got another issue, and that's my furnace setup. I just realized after building up this entire storage system that we don't really have a way to smelt things efficiently. So I set up a whole bunch of furnaces here to start smelting stuff. And yeah, I've smelted a lot of my iron up right here. Because it turns out you get a lot of iron from digging out a hole like this. So we're going to be putting this iron to use by placing in a super smelter right behind this wall, but it's not actually there yet. So the first thing we got to do is dig out a room. And now that the room is cleared out, we have to build up a super smelter where we're going to have an input here as well as the fuel source here, the entire furnace right here, and then the output's going to be on this side over here. And here it is. We have ourselves a super smelter built up. This is a 9 array with the output coming over to here. Now we have to make a build to go around it. And here it is. It is pretty simple. All we have to do is go up into this minecart right here, which I can totally reach every single time. And then we put these stone bricks inside of it, just flick the lever there. And then we move down to this minecart right here to put the coal in, and we flick that guy right there to send him off. And then we can see a really satisfying thing as these all get activated. Now all we have to do is wait for the cracked stone bricks, and it should end up in this chest right here. And there it is loading in. So now we have ourselves a super smelter, which should be able to last us the whole season. So that's gonna pretty much have to end off this episode here, because it has taken me over a month to make this episode. So it's probably a good idea for me to try to get it out. So I hope what is that noise? Sounds like it's coming from out here. Whoa, what is that? Huh, that was weird.